Why are you spending money on things that you don't need? Unnecessary things. Do without it. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to my channel. Why can't you live below your means? God never intended for us to suffer or be hungry and to be in poverty. But sometimes we put ourselves in poverty because we go above and beyond that which we can afford, and we try to buy everything that is not a need in our lives, trying to satisfy this craving that we have, that is a yearning that the flesh is hunger for, wanting to feel satisfied. Material things cannot satisfy us. Sometimes we feel craving and hungry for big house on the hilltop that comes with a lot of bills and expenses, and we cannot afford it. But if we try to live in a smaller house where we can afford and live comfortable, but just because we want to say that we live in a big house and we spend this amount of money for the house, that's not wisdom, and God gives us wisdom. God gives us wisdom. Do not waste your money. Live below your means. Whatever salary you get, be thankful for it. Lift it up to God and tell Him thanks. And live below whatever it is that you get. At the end of the month, you can see that yes, I didn't have to go and borrow. And I could afford to buy food. Sometimes we buy some flashy cars, very expensive, and it's hard for us to upkeep. But just because we want to be among the Joneses, and we want to be showing off. Sometimes it's for show. Sometimes it's for show. We can do without it. We can buy a nice, decent car that is affordable and live within our means. Because sometimes there is a crisis coming around. God forbid, but we need to be realistic. And we want, when that crisis comes, we are not troubled by it because we did not waste our money. Stop wasting your money. God give you the responsibility to be good stewards of ourselves and those He entrusts in our care. We have to do a good job at it. Why spend on things that you don't need? The reason why most of us cannot live below our means is because, and I may say it doesn't go for everyone, it goes for a lot of persons. We are trying to live this certain lifestyle in order for us to feel a good feeling inside, saying that yes, we have accomplished this, or yes, we can afford this and we can live a certain way. But then we tend to find out that living like this is gonna cost us in the long run, especially if we are wasting our monies and we are buying things that are not needed. We are spending money on things that are not necessary for now. It's not a need, and we tend to splurge. And then we want to go out there and say to our friends, I've just bought this car. I've just spent this amount of money on renovating my kitchen. Nothing wrong with doing those things, but if it is that you can really afford it. But there are some of us who tend to want to brag. And there are some of us who tend to want to live up to certain people's expectation. and we know we cannot afford it, but yet still we are still going out to the parties, and we are still going out to the restaurants, and we are still spending and spending, and know that we don't have any money to go to work tomorrow. Know that we don't have any money to buy food, the basic necessities. We don't have money to pay our bills, but yet still we are spending and trying to live up to these Joneses. Live below your means. And when you gradually live below your means and can meet your bills each month, you'll feel satisfied knowing that you don't have to look over your shoulders for anybody to come call you asking you for the money that they have lent to you. You're not looking over your shoulders because the credit card agencies are calling you. You're not looking over your head because you know that your rent is due and you didn't pay it because you go and splurged and spend it all. But you're satisfied and you're contented. This is the life that God has called you to live a life of contentment and be satisfied with what you have. Yes, He's called you to be blessed, and He promises to favor you, and He promises to supply your needs according to His riches in glory. He promises to help you. But God gives you wisdom on how to handle the money that He has given unto you. He gives you wisdom to handle things here on earth while you're living here, until He blesses you with an extra income, or He blesses you with a raise in your pay, or you've now earning and doing some side hustles, and you see wherein you can do this and you can do that. But right now, if it is that you are stretched, why put yourself under that pressure? Live below your means. Take care of what is needed and necessary first. You know that you're paying rent. When you get your pay, take out your rent. Take out your tithes and your offering. Take out your food money. Take out your bills, your light, your water, your internet. Whatever is needed, take it out. And make sure you take out a little for savings. You cannot be living as if it's today alone, because you don't know how many years God has given you here on earth. Some persons live up to 100. You don't want to spend it all off, and when you reach 75, there is nothing there for you. Live below your means and learn to be contented. I think that the problem we are having is we are not contented and we are not satisfied. We don't learn to be satisfied internally. So because we see other persons driving this car, or we want to be respected, we want to be held at a certain status, we tend to want to go big and go large. I don't have any problem with you going big and going large. If you can afford it, do it. But it doesn't make any sense you go large and put yourself in debt and put yourself in problem and and be struggling and be suffering and causing friction in your home, friction in your family. Learn how to balance your lifestyle. If you can go out once per month, you go out once per month. You don't have to go out every weekend, because every weekend costs money. You don't have to go to in Jamaica we say every place, every pan knock we go there. You don't have to go there. You can turn down some of the invitations. Persons may feel bad, yes, but in the end, you are the one that is going to be feeling it. Your pocket is going to be feeling it. And sometimes these very friends laugh at you when they see disgrace and shame come upon you, because you are now running away from the landlord. You are running away from somebody who you've borrowed money from, just because you wanted to go to this party and you borrowed the money to buy clothes and shoes that you didn't need. Take care of what needs to be taken care of first. Your bills comes first. You need to live somewhere, so pay your rent or pay your mortgage. You need your light and your water, so pay your light and your water bill. and you definitely need food. So do not go and spend your money unwisely. When you get your pay, lift it up to God and tell him thanks, and pray over that money and pray over that pay and lift it up and bless it. Ask God for wisdom in how to spend it, and ask him to help you to be a good steward of the money. I am not coming out here to act as if I'm holier than thou with money, or I am this perfect person, because bad experiences I've faced as well, and I've come to learn what is needed and necessary as to be first priority. Prioritize your needs, and some of the things that you want that you can do without, do without it. Wait until things go on sale that you know that you definitely need, but you can wait on sale. Wait on sales, and try to be disciplined. Try to be disciplined. We're living in Jamaica where it's very hard to budget, very difficult to budget. I don't budget because this week you go to the supermarket or the wholesale to buy the very same items. Next week you go, the price is gone up. So it's very hard to budget. For persons who have a very good salary, very big income, I guess they can budget. But for small income earners like me, there's no way that I can budget. But I will tell you that I try to buy the things that I am in need of. What I don't need, I leave. And I try to just work with what I have and be content, and not to murmur, not to complain, and not to say I want this and I want that and I cannot afford it, and then I go to God and become a pest to God. No, be thankful for what you have and ask God to help you to be wise so that you can spend it properly, and at the end of the day you are comfortable with yourself and you are satisfied, and you will feel so much accomplished. You will feel very much accomplished. I can tell you that there's a sense of satisfaction and joy, peace of mind when you didn't go there and waste your money, and you know that you bought this and you're okay with it and you did not waste it. It's hard to work for it. It's hard to work and then you just waste it. And in the middle of the week, you cannot afford to go to work, or you cannot afford to buy food and you have to go borrow. It's disheartening and shameful. So live below your means. And if you can find other things to do to build up your income, try and find it to do. If you can sell some bag juice in Jamaica or wherever you are in the world, whatever it is that you can find to do, try and do it. Because we never know what tables can turn. And sometimes we may end up, it doesn't go well and that thing doesn't go well, and we fall on our face, God forbid. But we need to just try to do other things. If you can teach, teach. If you can sew clothes and sell whatever it is that you are good at, whatever gifts and talents that you have, use it to the best of your ability, because God gave it to us so that we can use it, never to waste it, and never to idle with our talents. Put our talents to good use. So this afternoon, put your talents to good use and learn to economize, learn to be satisfied, and learn to grow whatever you have little by little. It's going to take a long time, but yes, it's still, at least you can feel satisfied that you are doing that. little by little, and you will see the result in the long run. And it's not everything we are going to go and put on credit card. Come out of that mindset. Some things you need to just stay without, or if you cannot find the cash to buy it, stay without it. Stay without it. If this video has been a blessing to you, please give a comment, please give a like, because this would really help the video to go forward, to push forward to other viewers. Thank you very much for watching. Let the peace and grace of God be upon your life. Learn to live below your means.